Hi everyone, this is Jalwa Singh. Go with you today. Today we'll learn about the exercise 1.5, 1.6, and this is the chapter number 1, and this is the lecture number 14. So we will start problem. So before going to start the problem, I will write the some of very important problems. Formulas. Later on we will move on. So limit x approaches to 0, sin x divided by x is equal to 1, and limit x approaches to 0, x divided by sin x is equal to 1 because limit will be changed infinity. So these are the formula we will use in this in 1.6. So first of all we will start the exercise 1.6, problem number first. So problem number first is, so 1 limit x approach to 0, 3x cube minus 2 x square plus x divided by 4 x square plus 2x. So in this problem what we have to do, we just get the common x. I hope is going, it will be easy to get the common x. So limit 0, so x we will get the common, then it would be the 3x square minus 2x plus 1, and divide by, we will get x common, and it would be the 4x and 2. So it would be the cancel to each other. Now limit x approaches to 0, and 3x square minus 2x plus 1 divided by 4x plus 2. Now we will apply the limit. When we apply the limit, we will get the 0 whole square minus 2 0 plus 1 and divided, because it is constant, it has no variable. 4 0 plus 2, the answer would be the 1 divided by 2. So this is the answer of question number 1 first. So this is the question number first, and minus 3, sorry. So this x square minus 9 we will break out in a minus b, and a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So this is the form. We will convert to the a minus b into a plus b. So it would be the x equal to 3, x minus 3 and x plus 3 divided by x minus 3. So these both will be cancelled out to each other, and we will get the x plus 3. When we apply the limit, we will get the 6. So this is the answer. Problem number 2. So what we have to do, we just when you will get the problem, this type of problems, we call it the algebra. Then what we have to do, the first we will see the common of x variable, y variable, or any variable. Later on we will move on the middle term, and after the middle term, after the confirmation of midterm, we will move towards the formula a, which is the minus b plus minus under b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this is very easy. So what we have to do, we just get out the middle term, x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6. So when in the middle term, when you will multiply these both terms, then it would be the last term. When we add and when we do add and subtract, then it would be the middle term. So x square minus 2x minus 5x plus 10. So now what you have to do, we just separate it in the brackets factors, sorry. X, we will get the x common from this term, and we will get the x minus 2. In this term we will get the 3 common, and later on we will have x minus 2. So later on we in the denominator we will get the x minus 2, and minus 5 we will get the x minus 2. So these are the common brackets, we will get the common. So limit x approaches to 2, it would be the x minus 2. If we have two brackets both are same, then we will get the 1, and x minus 3 divided by x minus 2 and x minus 5. So this is it. These both will be cancel out each other, and we have x minus 3. When we apply the limit, and it would be the 2 minus 3 divided by 2 minus 5. So it would be the minus 1 divided by minus 3. So it will be cancel out each other, divided by 1 divided by 3. This is the answer. So this is the question number 3. So what we have to do, you just get the common x variable. If you are not finding the common, then you will move towards the middle term. If you are not finding the middle term, then you will move towards the formula minus b plus minus under b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is the very simple doing any problem. For doing any problem. Problem number 4. What we have to do? We just first we will see the middle common. So this is the variable t. So when we get the common, so 10 has not variable. So what we have to do, we will just go towards the middle term. So when we get out the middle term, then it would be the satisfied. It would be the satisfied the condition. When we go to the denominator, then it is not satisfying the condition. So what we have to do, we just apply the direct limit directly. So when we apply the limit, it would be the 25 plus 3 5 minus 10 divided by 2 multiplied by 25 13 multiplied by 5 minus 10. So it would be the 25 plus 15 minus 10 divided by 225, the 50 plus 65 minus 10, it would be the 30 divided by 105. So it would be the 2 divided by 7. This is the answer of question number 4. So now we will move towards the question number 5. It's a similar somehow technique. This is the similar technique we will understand. Later on we will move towards the basic condition. So question number 5 is limit x approaches to 1, x power n minus 1 divided by x minus 1. So this is the form when n belongs to natural number. So what we have to do, we will just I will write the formula first. Later on we will limit x approaches to a, and it would be the x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a. So it would be the x minus a at x minus a multiply x power n minus 1 plus a x power n minus 2 plus a square x power n minus 3. So now this formula we will apply on this problem. So when we apply this problem, we can give the power n. So it's very easy. When you will multiply 1 power anything, it would be the 1. So now we will apply the formula. So limit x approaches to 1, we will get the x power n minus 1 whole power n divided by x power x minus 1. Okay, so when we will separate out according to the formula. So it would be the x minus a, it would be the 1, a is equal to 1, and x power x power n minus 1 plus 1 x power n minus 2 plus 1 square x power n minus 3. So just like that, x power 1 power n minus 1. So when this is the limit x approaches to 1. Now we will get divide by x minus 1. This is the formula. Divide by x minus a. So now these both will be cancelled out to each other. Now we will apply the limit. When we apply the limit x power, when we put the 1 at the place of x, so 1 power n minus 1 plus 1 n minus 2 plus 1 n minus 3 plus up to 1 n minus 1. So now this is the 1, 2 and 3, 4, we will multiply n, and when we write the 1 whole power n minus 1, so it would be the 1 power anything, it would be the 1, so n is the answer. So I will write here, it would be the n 1 whole power n minus 1, it would be the n. This is the answer. In question number 6, we have limit x approaches to 0 sine 2x divided by sine 3x. So we will move towards that condition. So when we move to this condition, what we have to do, we will just multiply and divide, multiply and divide with 2 by 3. Okay, so now how we will write it? We will write just like that: x approaches to 0 sine 3x. We will multiply by 2x divided by 2x. In the divide we will write the limit x approaches to, you can give the limit separately, it's depend on you, and 3x multiplied by 3x divided by 3x. Now we will take 3x in the denominator of sine 3x and 2x in the denominator of sine 2x. We will later on this condition will satisfy that formula. Later on we will apply the. So now limit x approaches to 0 sine 2x divided by 2x multiplied by 2x in the denominator line, limit x approaches to 0 sine 3x divided by 3x multiplied by 3x. These both variables will be cancelled out to each other. It would be the 1, it would be the 1. So what you have to do, we will get the 2 by 3. This is the answer. You just remember that formula: limit x approaches to 0 sine x divided by x is equal to 1. when limit x approach to infinity, x divided by sin x is equal to 1. So this is all about the question number 6. So in question number 7, what we have to do, we will do the same method, but it's a change. These are very simple if you understand the formula and the trick. So question number 7 is very easy. Question number 7 is limit theta approaches to 0 and sine theta divided by tangent theta. So what we have to do, we will just be we just separate out the tangent theta. Tangent theta is equal to sine theta divided by cos theta. So limit x theta approaches to 0 when we will separate out the identity, and what we have to do, we will get the cos theta. Okay, when we apply the limit, cos 0 is equal to 1. So this is the answer. So in question number 8 is very easy. Question number 8 is limit x approaches to 0 sine 4x divided by x. Now what we have to do, we will just get the 4, then we will satisfy this condition, satisfy that formula. So what we have to do, we will just multiply and divide by 4. This 4 will come over here, and later on we will get it would be the 1. Sorry, I am going to solve. Limit x approaches to 0 sine 4x divided by 4x into 4. When we apply, you can apply the limit of 4, because limit of constant will be constant. So it would be the 1 multiplied by 4, so it would be the 4. So this is all about the question number 8. Next question we will do in the coming lecture. So thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel and share with your friends, and see my all lecture. Thank you very much. Thank you.